Hi, I'm Ree from mummyof4.com. Welcome back to my channel and a long overdue grocery haul. I know you guys have been asking them for ages and ages, but there have been reasons I haven't been doing them, and there is a plan going forward. So stay tuned to the end of the video where I will share my meal plan, a little bit about my meal planning process, and what I'm planning to do with grocery hauls, and something a little bit new going forward. I want to hear your opinions on that in the comments because I value your opinion. I want to make the videos you guys want to see. So stay tuned all the way to the end of the video to see that. Today's groceries came from Sainsbury's. I have had them delivered. Stay tuned to the end for how much delivery cost and the total spend. For now, we're going to get started with the chilled and frozen so I can get that stuff away, and then we'll have a look at the dried, the household kind of goods that are not going to, suffer from being out of the fridge. Let's get on with it. As Maria from The Sound of Music says, let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. We've got fruit. We've got Pink Lady apples. These seem to be the apples of preference for my family. They're nice and sweet and juicy. Although I will admit, the Pink Lady apples we had this morning, I don't think they were from Sainsbury's, but they weren't quite as juicy. So I'll have to report back on these. Which type of apples do your family eat? Are you into apples? Do you have a preference of type? And are there any that are better than Pink Ladies? I'm open to suggestions. Then we've got some oranges. Wow. Are they satsumas? Are they clementines? Does anyone know the difference? Because it doesn't actually say which type these are. It just says easy peeler. Now, easy peeler is what we want in life. We also want sweet and juicy, because there's nothing worse than a dry, crusty, hard to peel orange. Am I right? Then we've got some strawberries. Those will just do one little sitting for the children at breakfast. Now, breakfast, the children tend to have strawberries, so they'll have strawberries first because they'll go off sooner, and then sliced up apple on the days that we haven't got any strawberries. And then for snack, they take either an orange or a banana to school. They have school dinners that we pay for in school, so they just have to take the snack with them. And then if they're having lunch at home on the weekends or school holidays or whatever, they'd have either their banana or their orange at lunchtime at home. We've got some peppers, nice sweet peppers, some celery, a cucumber, bistro salad, which I quite like this one. It's got those sliced, I think it is beetroot, isn't it? Little bits in there. Yes, a mix of beetroot, lamb's lettuce and mild chard. I don't know. I just know that that is quite tasty. And then some tomatoes. So I tend to eat salady bits for lunch, and I tend to like to put salad on the side of our meals in the evenings, but I'll explain all that at the end when we come to the meal plan, what we're going to do with all of this. So in here, I've left these in the bags because I'm going to put them in the fridge like this. In here, we've got some beef mince for one of the nights. In here, we have got diced chicken breast for another one of the evenings. Like I said, I'll share all this, what's happening to it all in the meal plan at the end. I have got a large pack of ham. One of the children has got a school trip this week, so needs a packed lunch. I haven't actually bought bread in this exact haul because I picked some up locally yesterday, and I might have to pick some fresher bread up later in the week for those sandwiches because it's Monday today and the trip's not till Thursday. So I kind of probably want to pick up fresh bread Wednesday night. And then we've got beetroot salad. This stuff is delicious. I know you can just get jars of beetroot, but this beetroot salad especially is so yummy. We're going to have that tonight with something I've already got in the fridge, so I'll let you know that at the end. And also, taste the difference, coleslaw. Any idea what is going with beetroot salad and coleslaw and salad tonight for dinner? Guesses in the comments before you get all the way to the end and cheat. Then we've got these Petit Flou yogurts. We've tried all sorts of different yogurts for the children. William and Zara aren't fussed on raspberry, so these packs with strawberry and apricot tend to work quite well. We've tried all sorts of different types of yogurts. They don't like any with lumps in them. Lumps are very offensive, but these they tend to like. And then we have got 4 pints of milk, which is mostly for cereal. Then we've got some frozen stuff. Large amount of this stuff is for the weekend. Like I said, I'll explain at the end. We've got garden peas, frozen broccoli, honey roast parsnips, they're so easy, you just bung them in the oven, roast potatoes and the crispy roast potatoes. So these larger ones are slightly cheaper, but the crispy ones are, in my opinion, nicer. So we just have some of each. And then thick pork sausages, Aunt Bessie's stuffing balls and Aunt Bessie's Yorkshires. It does kind of like a cheating Sunday dinner without having to stand peeling, chopping vegetables all weekend, which when I've worked all week is not what I'm here for, especially when I've got to run around after the children like I have this weekend. We'll explain at the end. Then we've got some chicken dippers, which are a substitution for something I'm doing for one of the meals for one of the children. They won't eat one of the things. And then for the night that the kids have karate and it's a bit of a quick turnaround, they've got pizzas, because they literally come home, eat, get changed, and pretty much go straight back out. Okay, let's get this lot put away because it's just sitting here melting. We'll get all that put away and then have a look at the rest. Almost everything put away, and I just realised I've not shown you this. A massive block of cheddar cheese for grating on things, for food or for slicing, for sandwiches. Okay, on to kind of a dry corner. This is the squash that I use to put in our squash jugs in the fridge. It is quadruple strength, so the only thing is slightly difficult to get the quantities right. You either put a tiny splash in, it tastes like water, or you go a bit heavy-handed and it tastes toxic. But ultimately, when you get the mixture right, it's delicious. We've got 2 squash jugs in the fridge. The children drink water other than at mealtimes. Then at mealtimes, we all have this orange and mango squash, and it's yummy. And then during the day, I have a little splash of this in my water, in my big tumbler that I have by my desk. And yeah, I know I could just drink water. And yeah, I know I'm a 40-year-old woman, not a child, but I'm more likely to drink it with a splash of that in it. So if that's what it takes to keep me hydrated, so be it. We have got 6 packs of beans. We go through a lot of baked beans in this house. Even when it's just the 5 of us at home, when our eldest is away in uni, then we still use at least 2 cans of beans every time we use beans. So we have to buy them in large packs. Crunchy Nut granola is my kind of weekend cereal. So during the week, we all have either Crunchy Nut or Cheerios. We didn't need to buy Cheerios this time because we already had some in stock. Then on the weekend, the children have either something like this, like a treat cereal. I think this one's Mateys, or granola. So it's just a bit more sugary, and in the case of the granola, a little bit more expensive, which is why it's a weekend cereal only. Then apple juice is what the children have to drink at breakfast time. So we've got a family size 4 cartons of apple juice, and they just go in the fridge one at a time. We have got an enchilada kit, the cheesy baked mild version. And I've got to say, even the mild one is a little bit much for Zara. So we do a couple of enchiladas with barely any seasoning in it because she can't cope with it too spicy. And then everyone else has the rest of the seasoning in theirs. But it's something the whole family will eat, even if we have to do a very slight variation for Zara. And then this spicy Mexican rice, along with salad on the side, is just a really quick chuck it in the microwave and adds a little bit of something to bulk out the meal. We've got some naan breads for one of the meals we're doing this week. Can you guess what? No massive prizes for guessing there. We've got some chutney for when we have sort of bread, cheese, ham type things, generally on the weekends when the kids are home. I don't tend to eat that during the week. I have other things for lunch, things I haven't bought in this haul actually, but I generally share in a lot of my vlogs. So go and check out the latest vlog on my channel. No doubt I've shared what I'm having for lunch in that. But that chutney in particular is amazing. So go and try that immediately. And then we've got this Lloyd Grossman Bolognese sauce, which everyone enjoyed last time we had it, so I've got it again. Used to have the Dolmio. My husband always moaned about that one, but he likes this one, so yay for something everyone will eat. I've already got some korma in stock, so we've got a tikka to go with that. We'll do a tikka and a korma one night with, yeah, you guessed it, the naan breads. This pasta bake sauce is so easy for a night where I'm kind of a bit manic. It's like chuck the sauce over the pasta. You don't even have to pre-cook pasta. You put it in for it's either 20 minutes and then 25 minutes or 25 minutes then 20 minutes. But you put it in once with just the sauce and some water, and then you add the sprinkles of cheese on top and put it in again. And it always tastes yummy. The children always eat it. Good for before dancing or karate, that kind of thing. And then I have got scampi in the freezer, but we did not have tartar sauce, so that's for that. And then we have got some spaghetti, because although I prefer, in fact, some of the children prefer pieces of pasta with a spaghetti bolognese. Some of the children and my husband prefer long spaghetti, and I guess it's the more vocal ones that are winning in the which type of pasta we're having. So let's do householdy stuff, and then we'll do snacks and a tiny bit of don't judge me. So toilet roll, I often buy from Amazon in ridiculous quantities, something like boxes of 96. My children, I swear, they're like Andrax puppies. I don't know what happens to the toilet roll. The toilet roll is used up so frequently. We go through at least one toilet roll per day just in the upstairs bathroom, and we have a downstairs bathroom, and they're in school a lot of the day. So what they're doing to this toilet roll is anyone's guess, but we go through a lot of it. I've got some scent boosters. I have been using the Sainsbury's own scent boosters, but they were out of stock today. These are lovely. These would be the ones I'd pick up in B&M or Home Bargains of choice, because they're pink and they flip and smell pink, okay? I love things that are and smell pink, but the Sainsbury's own ones, when they have them in stock, are really good too, and cheaper. And then I've got a pack of these bold pods in the Spring Awakening scent, which is lovely, although all the pods are purple regardless of the scent. We've got another toothpaste, so we just opened a toothpaste, so I need to replace that. We always like to have, say it with me, one to use, one as a backup. We don't wait till the one we're using has run out, and otherwise I've got lots of people shouting at me going, "Mum, we're out of toothpaste." I need to be able to hand them the backup. So when we open up the backup one, then people are supposed to put what we need onto the list, and then I know that the backup has been used and I need to buy another one. But we'll talk about all this at the end when we do the meal plan. On to shampoo. Dazzling Shine is the one we're using at the moment. This gets decanted into the shampoo thingy, that's the official term for it, in the bathroom, so we don't have to have bottles hanging around the shower and leaving dirty soap scum rings on the floor, because that is annoying and more to clean up. And then we've got some dry shampoo, because I love a bit of dry shampoo. I hate washing my hair too much, because the more I wash my hair, the more I have to blow dry it, the more I get heat damage. So if I can stretch my hair a little, half a day or so with some dry shampoo, I'm here for it. Then over to some snacks. Start with popcorn. I love a bit of sweet and salty popcorn. Some of the children and my husband prefer the Butterkist, and they love nothing more than having a little popcorn with a little movie on like a rainy afternoon, of which there have been a lot recently. We've got some tortilla chips, which generally we'll put a few of those and some melted cheese on the side of something like enchiladas or fajitas, things like that. But I've got to say, my guilty pleasure is some tortillas, salsa, guacamole, melted cheese. If my husband isn't here and the children have been fed, my guilty pleasure is to have that for dinner in front of the TV on my own, okay? Just saying, it's my guilty pleasure food. Then the prawn cocktail crisps. All of the children love prawn cocktail crisps. They're obsessed, they all fight over them, so I've taken to just buying prawn cocktail for now, because the other flavours get left behind. And then this little section is for the children's after school snack basket. One of the best things I ever did were organise after school snack baskets for the children. They used to greet me with, "Mummy, did you bring snacks?" Then I set up this basket system and said, "Children, here are your after school snacks. Pack your snacks if you wish to have them." So they can choose from mini cheddars. We've got 12 packs of those. Those were cheaper to buy in a bigger pack. Rice Krispie squares. I sometimes buy the other cereal bars too. And then yogurt flakes. We call them yogurt tea flakes, but I guess they're just yogurt flakes in the raspberry or the strawberry flavour. These are the things that look like teeth. Slightly disturbing, but the children like them. Those are kept in the cupboard just next to the fridge in a little basket, so the children can access them and pack them each day for school. So they've always got snacks when they come out of school starving. And then snacks for me, I try and buy things with extra protein when I'm snacking in the day. I do love chocolatey things, okay? I love them. But if I eat actual chocolate in the middle of the day, I get the shakes and then I need to eat more chocolate, and so the vicious cycle continues. So if I eat things with protein in them, they keep me fuller for longer. So I really like these Nature Valley with extra protein. They're gorgeous. And I really like these protein flapjacks too. They're both kind of chocolatey, but keep me fuller for that little bit longer. And then a very small don't judge me section today of just a bottle of wine. This Pinot Grigio is very nice, and that is going in the fridge for myself and Daddy for on the weekend. We used to call it lockdown juice. Does anyone remember that far back? Lockdown juice. It's also been known as aeroplane juice while on trips. But I guess it's just wine now, unless we can think of a better name for it. What's a more modern, up-to-date name for lockdown juice? Guys, answers in the comments. Okay, now I'm going to get some of this stuff put away, and then we'll have a chat about how I meal plan, the meal plan for this week, and grocery hauls going forward. Shopping is away, now it's time to talk about the meal plan. Now, how I meal plan has changed slightly. Well, it's not changed, but it's been aided slightly. It's the same system, just more refined since I developed my own planner. So there's the Organised Life Planner, and then there's this version which has got space to write out your gratitude as well. The Organised Life Planner is a page a day, and this one is 2 pages a day. So it just depends what your preference is. Now, at the beginning of the week, so generally on a Saturday or Sunday, I will start by looking ahead at the week ahead, and I copy the information from my digital calendar where everything is stored onto this week at a glance page in my planner. And that is really for me to be able to process what is coming up and what is happening. So does anything need to be purchased for certain days? Any costumes for certain days? Any packed lunches for certain days like we have coming up this week? All that kind of stuff, and how it will impact what we're going to end up making for dinner. So on nights where, like tonight, I've got a bit longer, then I can do something that takes a little bit longer. And on nights where I just need something very, very quick, then the meals can be planned accordingly. So I take that week at a glance, and then we move on to the meal plan. So I start off by going to the ingredients to use. I have a look through the fridge, I have a look through my cupboards and see what needs using up, what have I got in stock. So for example, this week I knew I had jacket potatoes and sweet potatoes I needed to use, so that's what we're having tonight for the first night. Then I write out provisional meal plan. Incidentally, I do use erasable pens because this is subject to change. I'll let you know how in a second. Basing this meal plan on what we've got going on that week. Are you with me so far? Then I write out a shopping list based on the shopping list of all the things my family have added to during the week. Now I have just cleaned off and rewritten on these boards. These boards are part of my kitchen organization station, and you can get these printables by going to the link on screen and down in the description and in the accompanying blog post, and you can set up your own kitchen organization station complete with what you've got coming up this week, your meal plan, your shopping list, and your family can stop saying, Mum, we need this, and you can say, no, don't put it in my brain, go and put it on the shopping list. I've got enough going on in my cognitive load. Let's have a central shopping list where everything goes. I then copy that shopping list into my planner along with all the missing bits that I know we're going to need for making the stuff in the meal plan. Then I traditionally just order stuff online, but that may change a little bit in the coming weeks, so stay tuned, I'll explain that bit at the end. And then when the groceries come, I check out the dates on each item. So some things, like maybe the coleslaw is going out date before the chicken, so the thing that we're going to do with the coleslaw we would swap around with the chicken thing, or if the mince is going to go out date before the chicken, or vice versa, then I would just use up whatever needs using up first according to the dates. and that might impact what goes on the meal plan. Swap that around in my planner and then add it up onto the board in the kitchen so the children know what they're having. And if my husband gets home before me, I haven't finished working or whatever, then he knows what I've bought and what I've planned, so he can actually start making it. So with all that being said, that's how I meal plan. Let's take a look at what we were having for dinner this week, and then I'll explain to you the grocery haul videos on my channel theory going forward, and I really, really want your input for that bit. So today is Monday, and the plan is to have jacket potato, cheese, beans, and salad with that yummy beetroot salad stuff and coleslaw. That's going to be really delicious. Everyone enjoys that, and it's just full of goodness. We have some sweet potatoes and some normal like jacket potatoes. I've already got those in stock, so they were on my list of things I needed to use up, which is why we're having that for dinner tonight. Then tomorrow night is enchiladas. One of us will take the girls swimming, usually me, and then the other one of us will make dinner, and that will be enchiladas. We will use the enchilada kit, the chicken, the cheese, which needs to be grated up, the peppers, as well as some of that lovely Mexican rice and a bit of salad on the side too. Sometimes we put the salad on the children's plates, just as encouraging them to eat what's on their plates. A really good tip if your children are really fussy is if you can just get them to be able to have it on their plate, even if they don't eat it or touch it. Getting them to consent to having it on their plate is a massive step in the right direction. So try that as a first step if you've got really fussy eaters. Or just pop it on the table, and honestly my children will just graze at salad on the table, cucumber, slices of pepper and things like that, just while they're waiting for their food to come out. Then on Wednesday we're going to do the spaghetti bolognese with the bolognese sauce that I bought, the mince, the spaghetti, the cheese, and a bit of salad too. If we run out of salad bits, then I do sometimes pick up top-ups for those locally, but you can't kind of buy double the amount for the end of the week because sometimes it'll go off or go a bit funny. So I'd rather pick up extra salad later in the week locally than buy loads during my weekly shop. And this Wednesday, the girls have got dancing lessons, but it's staggered. So spaghetti bolognese is one of those meals that will still be nice to eat, even if we're not all sitting to eat it together and it's having to be eaten at staggered times. So that's something to consider when planning for evenings like that. Then on Thursday, the children have an activity together. So myself and my husband are actually going to go out locally for a speed date, married style. So we're going out for a super quick meal. Literally 45 minutes I think we get together for our date night. So we're going to have food out and the children are going to have pizza, because the children literally come in, eat their pizza, change for their activity and straight back out again. So pizza's super easy for that. And again, they just have like bits of cucumber and things to go alongside that. On Friday, we're doing scampi chips, and I've already got mushy peas in the cupboard, and we'll use the tartar sauce too. I already had some chips in the freezer as well. Now, not all of the children like scampi, so Bella especially is not fussed on scampi, so she'll have chicken nuggets instead. And the scampi I did already have in the freezer. Then on Saturday night, I have got some chicken in the freezer, so I will have to remember to defrost that on Friday, and then that'll be ready to use on Saturday. We've got a tikka sauce and a korma sauce. We've got the naan bread, I've got some little mini poppadoms, and some mango chutney already in stock. And then on Sunday, we're doing a cheat-in Sunday dinner. I used to think that everything had to be made from scratch, and every vegetable had to be peeled from scratch, and I had to stand in the kitchen all day on Sunday. But you know what? Sometimes we're not even here all day Sunday. Like this weekend, the children have activities, so we're running back and forth anyway. And I work all week. And if it means that the children are having frozen broccoli, not fresh broccoli, but they're still eating broccoli, I'm okay with that, and I'm here for it. So that's our meal plan for the week. Don't forget, if you want to grab a copy of the planner, either the with or without the gratitude section, so that's 1 page a day or 2 pages a day, then the link is on screen and down in the description too. And if you want to grab the free printables for the organisation station, all the links for that are down below and in the accompanying blog post too. Okay, now we need to have a chat about grocery hauls moving forward. So I used to do a lot of grocery hauls on this channel, and the general feedback is that people loved them. I got loads of comments. They always got really good views, meaning you lot seemed to like them and wanted me to do more. So why did I stop? The truth is, imposter syndrome made me stop, which is going to sound really bizarre, but I'll explain. And then I'll explain what we're going to sort of do going forward and see what you think. So I was really worried that I guess I'd be judged. Does that sound really weird? Because I don't make everything from scratch. I take shortcuts. I am busy, and although I feel like my children do have a fair amount of fruit and veg in their diet, you know, like I buy jars to make spaghetti bolognese and stuff because it's quick and easy. And I don't have a lot of time between picking them up, taking them to activities, and it's how I can kind of make it work. So I did used to get some comments, bizarrely on the videos, I'd get some comments saying, you're so lazy, and some comments on the same video saying you're so organised, I don't know how you do it. So I guess you can't please everyone. So I guess I had that fear of not being very chefy, very like, you know, like who am I to talk about what I'm feeding my family when actually I am taking shortcuts and just doing my best, but I'm not doing anything groundbreaking, if you know what I mean. So I guess I was like, why would people want to see that? Even though clearly you did want to see it. So I don't know, it's what I was thinking. But also I was really aware that it was getting really repetitive. So since I had the girls, bear in mind Bella's 9, since I had the girls, I can count on one hand, probably on 1 or 2 fingers, the number of times I've actually done a full shop in person in the supermarket. And that's just because we don't live super close to a supermarket. So it would take a fair amount of time to drive there. So there is a cost associated with that, both time and money, because obviously I'm self-employed. I could be working in that time that I'm driving to the supermarket or actually having time off with my children. And also, if I took the children with me, I ended up spending lots more money, and just having things delivered was so convenient. But then when you have things delivered, you tend to just reorder a lot from your favourites. And I just was really aware that the grocery hauls were getting really repetitive. I found myself saying the same things because I was ordering the same product. And I just thought, people are just going to think this is really repetitive and awful. Now, I don't know if that's what people actually thought, but this is what I was worrying about. Are you still with me? So these were my concerns. So I basically stopped doing them. I was getting bored of saying the same thing, so I assumed you lot were getting bored. But I literally get comments every single day, probably several times a day, saying when a grocery haul's coming back. So the other day, I finally got around to meeting my best friend, and we were taking the children to do an activity, and it was near a supermarket. And she's like, I'm just popping in for literally a couple of bits, like in my hand. So I went in with her and did the same. And I thought, do you know what? Maybe now the children are older and they are in full-time school, maybe I should be making time to go around and look around the supermarket. Maybe that would be, nice to do, to like look for different things. Because, there is the other element, of course, which I don't know if you're new around here, you may not know. My children are neurodiverse, so although they eat a reasonably balanced diet, now it's been a real challenge to get them there. So introducing new food to children with autism can sometimes be a challenge. So feeding them things you know they're going to eat does take away some of the decision fatigue, it takes away some of the stress, it takes away some of the meltdowns. But equally, I feel like perhaps it is important now to start introducing new things so then they get really good at trying things. Since we've been away on Disney trips and stuff, they've been amazing at trying new foods. So maybe now is the time to step out of my comfort zone a bit and try and get them to try new things. And maybe shopping in person in the supermarket is going to inspire me more than searching on an app, because on an app, I don't know about you, but I end up ordering the same things over and over again. So what I was going to do today, and then I made a slight change of plan. What I was going to do today was go and do my first come shop with me in the supermarket and then make a separate video as a haul. So this is a haul video just without a come shop with me, obviously, because it was delivered. And this video is long enough. Like, you don't want to watch this tacked on to a shop with me as one long video. It would be insane. So I thought I would make like my Tuesday video, the come shop with me video, and then the Thursday video, the this is what I bought in the haul video, and the meal plan, just the kind of like this video's been. And I was going to do that today, but then I thought, well, actually, that's a bit silly, isn't it? Because really, I need to start with a baseline of this is what I have been doing. So this video, this Sainsbury's grocery haul and meal plan is very similar. Obviously, the meal plan changes slightly each week, but this is the same kind of stuff I've been buying. I bought all of this from my favourites list within the Sainsbury's app. I don't think I deviated from the favourites list at all. I think I found it all in there. Maybe 1 or 2 items I had to physically search for, but barely anything at all. So all of this stuff is stuff I buy reasonably frequently. Not every week, but reasonably frequently. So the amount that I spent on this shop is on screen now. I don't know off the top of my head, but you will now know because I have put it on screen. Thanks, future me. And the amount that I paid for delivery is this much. What we're going to do from now on, if you fancy it, so let me know in the comments if this is something that appeals to you. But I was thinking we would drive to the supermarket together, we'd do a come shop with me, we'd look at all the exciting offers in store, we'll see what we can find, we'll see if we can step out the comfort zone a little bit, order some new things, well, won't be ordering, will it? Buy new things in person, and then we'll come home, I'll film a haul video, and that'll be a separate video, and then I'll report back in my vlogs, or maybe just within the series, as to how well we're doing as a family with getting the children to try new things, and whether we're saving any money, really. I guess is it worth going in person and picking up different things? Will I save any money? Will I end up buying more stuff? Because my list is quite curated at the moment, and I sort of only end up buying what I really need because I'm buying on an app. Maybe, you know, if my eyes are bigger than my stomach, will I spend more money if I go in the store? I don't know. But place your bets in the comments. Will I end up saving money by shopping in store or not? And also, bear in mind there are 5 of us at home most of the time. I'll let you know in any videos where I'm shopping because our eldest is home as well, so it's 6 of us. But generally it's 5 of us at home. So will I save any money? Will it be worth giving up at least half a day? I suppose it's going to take me to drive there, do the shopping and come back at least half a day a week. Is that going to be worth it? Which supermarkets would you like to see me go to? And is this something you'd be interested in watching? Because really, I want to make videos that you guys want to see. So that was a very long-winded explanation. If you're still watching, well done. Thank you so much. I love you for that. I'm very grateful that you have heard me out. So I hope that you're glad that this grocery haul is back. Let me know if you want to see more. If you want to see more, then I thought maybe we would make it a once a month event. So I don't want to do it every week. Certainly if there's not 2 videos every week, that would be my whole schedule because I do 2 videos on my main channel and 1 on my Disney channel. But I thought once a month we could do 1 grocery come shop with me, 1 grocery haul. What do we think? So thanks so much for watching. You can check out my Patreon with early release videos on screen now, or you can check out another video from my channel that you may enjoy. So thanks so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye.